It's 7 o'clock, and apologize for my voice. I've been around a little bit too much, I think, ragweed, pollen, and dust, but we'll muster through it. If I get too bad, Dr. Apple said he'll help out. So we'll call the meeting to order start out with the pledge of the flag, please. Everybody rise. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Approval of. Okay. Just want to make a comment, and I think most of you have been watching the news. What happened here to our friends west of us here in Cordon, and we just want to extend our sympathy to the town of Cordon and the families that's all affected. And if you believe in prayer, now would be a good time to pray for peace. We need peace among the world and in these gangs. So just want to make a comment to that. Okay, approval of the minutes from the September 17th board meeting.
You got two of them there.
And then also, well,
Executive session. I guess we have to approve that also, don't we?
we'll just do that, I think, Sharon, for now.
Okay.
Do we have a motion to approve the September 17th board meeting minutes?
I saw an error. It said on Mr. Miller's report, it said Margot Stewart for winning, or it says for willing, not winning the Heritage Queen contest. That's the only thing I
I
saw.
think that's a typo.
It's just a typo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I make a motion to approve both September minutes.
okay, and one thing I'd like to add too, I think there wasn't on there in August, Jessica Baird, PTUSA, made some public comments, and maybe that was left out, and we may add that in there, that Jessica Baird had public comments. So any other corrections or additions?
Did you make the motion then?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, including what Bob
Okay.
said for both
Okay.
minutes.
I'll second it.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
All opposed, motion's carried. Okay, approval of claims for the month of October.
May I make a motion? We approve the claims that are dated 9/18 to 10/15
Okay.
as submitted.
Okay, Sharon made the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
I'm sorry, who did?
I'll
Oh,
second it,
Ryan. Okay, Ryan made second. Any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion's carried. Okay, principals report. I guess we'll start with Dr. Holder. She's smiling, so
He wanted
she.
to go first this time, and he said no. So, but anyway, I just want to welcome everybody back from fall break. I know all of the families came in and settled. We had one new student after the break, but everybody's just come back and settled in. On October 17th, or sorry, September 25th, the Wednesday before fall break, Mrs. Smith and I got to go to the State House to receive an award for Lanesville Elementary for again achieving the 95% or above on iLearn. So that was a super exciting opportunity for me to just go and to be able to celebrate with over 300 schools across the state of Indiana. So, we have lots of things to celebrate. With the celebration on our mind, we still have a few things that we'll be celebrating this week. Our Q1 honor roll will be coming out. So I know a lot of our students worked really hard on grades and attitude and behavior first quarter. So those will be published this week. We're already at the 50th day of school. So if you are entitled to, saddle Oxfords, poodle skirts, and you want to join us on Monday, that is on Monday, the 21st. So we'll be celebrating our 50th day of school. Basketball season will kick off. And we also will be having Red Ribbon Week, October 28th through the 31st. And we'll conclude that on the 31st with Be Your Best Character, of course, so that we can all celebrate our Halloween together. Dr. Apple has agreed to MC the Lanesville Elementary staff costume contest. It is a year of first, so this will also be the first time I have ever participated in a costume contest in my entire life. So a little bit embarrassed and a little bit nervous. So I hope that next month I can celebrate that the office won, or at least you'll have some pictures that you can like or not like on Facebook. But anyway, so we just have a lot of fun stuff coming. It's the season of holidays. It's a season of Thanksgiving and blessings, and so we're just kind of looking forward to quarter two. So
Good.
thank you, guys.
Dr. Holder, pardon me,
Yes.
and I may have overlooked it. Is there a
Yes.
Grandparents' Day coming up anytime soon?
I do not know that there's anything Grandparent Day scheduled at this
Okay,
time. So,
Okay.
but if I do find out anything, I'll let you know.
appreciate it. Thank you. Mr. Miller.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back from fall break. I hope everybody had a good, restful weekend. I appreciate you saying something, Mr. Schickel, about the incidents that occurred over weekend at Harvest. It's devastating for the people west of us. So I appreciate that. We are rolling back into our semester. We're going right along. We've got basketball practices that are starting up. We have just had our tennis has just won sectional for the second year in a row. We didn't make it out of regionals, but it's always a great thing whenever we can defeat some schools and make a name for ourselves, being that we are a smaller school. I always appreciate that. Volleyball sectional is happening this weekend. We're looking like, I feel pretty good about that. I mean, I feel like we got a pretty good draw for those competitions, and our ELF program's up and running. We're getting donations and everything kind of lined out for all of that on the elementary side and the high school side. And we are just moving along. So we just started this 9 weeks, and grades are coming out Wednesday, and we're ready to roll. That's it. Short one today.
On your ELF program, are you anything different than in the past, or you got contests among grades?
I don't know. I know that in the past they have done contests. I feel like they still are going to do that. I don't know if it's high school versus elementary school, or if it's just grade levels within each other's groups yet. Is it both? But I hope it's fun. I know that makes it. People always bring in a little bit more when you've got some competition.
Elementary school usually wins, don't they? Canned goods and all that. Yeah.
Elementary school?
They just go, they're hot too.
Challenge accepted. Challenge
Oh,
accepted.
good luck.
Oh, there
Okay.
we go.
They're mean over there.
We're a little bit.
Who's counting the cans? That's what I want to know. Thank you all.
Get
You're welcome.
unbiased can count.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Okay, next is Superintendent's report. Dr. Apple.
Yes, sir. Couple of things, new additions here on campus. Both almost completed that I'd like to draw attention to. Two very good things. Number one, down at the track and the tennis courts, construction has begun on the concession stand and restrooms. We've gone a long time down there without restrooms. It's a project that we started back when I first got here in December of 2020, and it has taken this long to encumber the money that we needed to do it. So the foundation is there, the brick is there, it is all getting ready to be done. And so hopefully by the spring for girls tennis season and track, we will have that completed. And so nobody has to use porta pots anymore or the old concession stand, which we are very thankful and grateful of the concession stand that has been there for many years, but as a wooden structure, it has lived its life. And so that is underway. Another good addition to our campus for our transportation department, we have installed a gas tank. For years and years, we have been filling up down at the Lanesville Food Mart. And I want to thank the Lanesville Food Mart for working with us for years on that. what we have found over the years in my time here is we have gotten many receipts that we can't vouch for. We couldn't tell who signed for it. We didn't know who filled what up. And naturally that causes an issue for us. And so we have got that gas tank installed. And so our mid buses will be able to utilize that. And that's a good addition for our transportation department. Picture retakes are coming up on October the 28th. Just want to make sure I note that. And then the last thing I have is Tuesday, November 5th. Our school is used as a polling place. And just to remind everybody that we do not have school on Tuesday, November the 5th. We are out completely. It's not an e-learning day. We are out of school on that day.
I thought this spring it seemed to work. I didn't really hear any negatives of people coming to the school. I know the church was very convenient, but this really became the center of town worked really well, I thought. And
Yeah,
it's a
and
good community service.
it is, and we're happy to have him here. And our community serves us well, and so any chance we get to give back a little bit to the people of Franklin Township and help out, we will. And we've got plenty of parking, and we're easy to get in and out of, and so it's a good place to do it, and we'll continue to do it for as long as we can.
Good. Sounds good. Thank you, Dr. Apple. PTSO report. Anybody here with Jessica representing Jessica?
And I did not have an email sent to me that I saw from
Nobody.
PTSO either.
Liz, you haven't heard anything? Okay. Okay. You didn't call the school board because, that's my favorite place to eat for Mexican food. Oh, I love that place. That's nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah, good.
And that was 48 of them, so that was quite a bit.
Wow. Thank you. Okay, public comments related to agenda items only. Okay. Hearing none, we'll move to item number 9 and approval of the adoption of the 24-25 Lanesville Community School budget.
Yeah.
So you want to speak to that?
Yeah, and it is it's what we do every year, and it's the exact numbers that I gave during the budget hearing the other day. A total budget of $10,849,025 with the same tax rates that were on there. And we know that some of those tax rates won't be what is advertised because the state controls them. And so like your operations, we know that it's advertised at tax rate of 86 cents, but we know that it will be nowhere near that. That is more than our total tax rate. But the state will adjust that as they always do and put it where it is every year. We expect the tax rate to be about the same as last year coming out of that. But I do ask that you guys sign that, and then Ms. Stilger to attest it so I can get it to the state, but it's the exact same numbers from the hearing.
Okay. This being the second reading here, do we have a motion to approve the suggested budget 24-25 school year?
I'll make a motion.
Made by Tara. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Jason. Any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion's carried. Okay, we'll just sign this later if it's okay. Approval of Rebecca Perkins as assistant with the music director. Anybody care to make a comment or
Yeah.
approve that?
And Ms. Perkins has done this in the past for us, and she helps out quite a bit with shows and those kinds of things as they come up.
Mm-hmm.
She's done a very, very good job.
Yeah, the music department's been doing well.
Mhm.
I really like to hear them at the any games, and it definitely adds to the atmosphere when you have a good band there.
I'll make a motion. We approve Rebecca Perkins as music director assistant.
Okay, Sharon made the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Jason. Any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion's carried. Now, this next, approval of change of the bus route. We had buses that were kind of had to divide and conquer here, and I'll let Dr. Apple explain to that how we took some from one bus and put it on another.
Yeah, Route 2, Ann Schaefer's route, was overcrowded. And we all know, those of us that are in the school business, you may have a 72 passenger school bus. And if you've got 72 kindergartners, they can probably fit. Once you start getting older kids, they cannot fit. And so we recognized that we had an issue where that bus was a little overcrowded. We looked at anywhere that the border of route number 2 to other buses that we could maybe pull some kids. Mike Emily, bus 8, had room on his bus. We looked at the boundaries. We're able to shift a few things. We eliminated the overcrowding on bus 2. Mike had no issues with it, and he's been with us for quite a while and is wonderful with it. But what it does do is it adds a few more miles to his route. And so what I'm asking permission to do is to take the mileage, the per mile payment that he gets, and add the extra miles to help compensate him. He is a contract driver. If it were a situation where it was a corporation driver, we would just move it. We didn't have that flexibility, but Mike Emily agreed to it, and we need to compensate him for the extra miles.
Appreciate Mike willing to do that.
Make a
Okay,
motion to approve.
made by Ryan. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Tara. Any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the motion's carried. Now we got a fundraiser going to the Dominican Republic to sell bed sheets. Now, when I read that, is that really the bed sheets we're talking about here? Like,
Yep,
Okay.
they're selling. It is a fundraiser. And I've seen it other places. They sell bed sheets, and they make a pretty good profit off of it, and they're
Yeah.
pretty quality bed sheets from what I've been told. I've never purchased a set of them, but it will help the group, and it's one that Miss Hodge leads, and they've gone several times on such trips, but it helps fund that trip.
I would like to, I think a lot of local community business people helped her out in the past on some of these, and that is, I would just like with that, and I think most of us knows Mrs. Hodge, but if she could come back in after she goes to this and give us a report, I think it'd be nice, because that area over there is such a need, and what I've always heard, it's very interesting. I'm sure she'll have a lot to share when she comes back. Do we have somebody that would
I'll
like
make
to
a
approve that?
motion. I'll make a motion to approve the fundraiser.
Okay,
I'll second it.
made by Jason, seconded by Ryan. Any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Now we got some coaches for the 24-25 school year. Kyle Brown as varsity basketball coach. Alyssa Briner, JV basketball coach. Jonah Pars is boys C team coach. I guess everybody understands the difference between, is it the A and ABC or just AC?
It's you got your varsity, your JV, and your C team, and it
Okay,
used to
it's the
be
third in line.
Yeah, it's what used to be the freshman program when you used to have enough freshmen that would come out. Now it's most people do a C team program because you've got that. You've got a few sophomores, maybe a junior who's never played before that wants to play. So you mix them in. It's no longer just a freshman. So people have changed that name.
Okay, so they can play with more of equal talents. Kevin Smith is boys basketball volunteer. Angie Hinton is girls varsity basketball coach. Joe Hinton is girls C team basketball coach. Got a C team there. Haley Hinton is JV's girls basketball coach. Will Davis is varsity's girls basketball volunteer. Eric Hess as eighth grade girls basketball coach. Caleb Dotson is seventh grade girls basketball coach. and Stephen,
Steven.
Stephen Schaefer as baseball volunteer coach. So, do we have someone to make a motion for those coaches?
Caleb's last name is Dobson.
D.O. what?
D-O-B.
Not
Some
Dotson,
boy.
but Dobson.
Dobson.
Yeah.
Just, okay. D.O.B. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll
Okay.
second.
Made by Ryan, seconded by,
think it's the
Dodson.
Not Dobson or Dotson, but
it's
Dobson.
what now?
Dodson.
D-O-D.
D.O.D.
Anybody else got another way to spell it?
S-M-I-T-H.
That
my
works too. That works too.
All right. Okay, lost train of thought here. Who made the motion?
I did.
Brian did.
Ryan made it and Sarah, Tara made the
Seconded.
second. Okay, any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion's carried. And do any of the principals have anything else to add? Dr. Apple? Nothing?
The only thing I've got a question, minutes from the original finance meeting. Do we need to approve those?
Minutes
Those
of the
will be
regular-
on the November,
Okay.
on the November meeting.
Anything else? If not, we're ready to adjourn. It's been a short board meeting. This is probably one of the shorter ones we've had. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Oh, make a motion to adjourn.
Sharon made the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ryan. All in favor, just get up and thanks for attending.